Today I want to talk about Sound of Hope. This is from Angel Studios, the independent Christian studio that impressed me last year with their success in going around the Hollywood distribution apparatus by putting out a legitimate hit, Sound of Freedom. However, I reviewed that back when it came out and I didn't love it then, and my feelings on it have only soured since then. So that fact, plus the trailers for this follow-up movie, had my expectations set extremely low, and yet this thing still managed to be as bad as I could have possibly feared. If you are at all experienced in Christian entertainment, then this review is probably going to be redundant for you because you already know what to expect. The typical elements of a bad religious movie are all here. The shallow, overly simplistic plots and characters, the heavy-handed messaging that makes the film feel less like a story and more like a sermon, and of course the excessive, manipulative, distressing levels of sentimentality. The score in this movie is so manipulative. These filmmakers refuse to simply allow their story to stand or fall on its own merits, so instead every 2 minutes we have to have the swelling strings to tell us, feel emotion here. The whole thing is full of pointless narration. Like, this is a story so simple a 5-year-old could understand it, yet we have to have the voiceover to spell out every plot point in case we missed it. If there was even a hint of subtlety in this film, it was crushed by the narration. This movie's also like half an hour too long. There are so many redundant scenes that just retread the same plot points over and over and over again. There's no reason this thing should have been more than an hour 30, yet it drags on for over 2 whole hours. If I was doing spoilers, I could get into more of the specific moments where this movie is just unbelievably stupid, but I'll just leave it at this. As a religious person, Sound of Freedom got my hopes up a bit. Even though it wasn't great, it was leaps and bounds above any other Christian film I've ever seen. And it managed to be a breakout commercial success. This got me hoping that Angel Studios was going to be the future of Christian entertainment, but with Sound of Hope, they have dragged us right back into the dark ages. This movie's terrible. In my opinion, it's a solid 2 out of 10.